And we are live. Hey everybody, welcome to BEAD Talk with Treasure to Remember. I know usually we do these over at my group, which Martin is sharing out right now. But we wanted to do this one here because we are doing a bead retreat special. We are going, honey, can you come and tag Angela, Blair? We'll see if Angela's here. So, I have a full light. If any of you know about or have seen my window, my grand window, maybe we'll share it with you in a minute. This grand light is hitting me. There we go. Okay, we just want to get Angela Blair. Could you turn the camera around and just give a pan of the window just so they know what I'm talking about? So anyway, while Jess is helping me show the window, there it is. There it is. That's a portion of it. There it is. So I just am letting you know there is full light on me today. You'll be able to see every nook and cranny. But today we are move it over like to the side where you had it before, where it was like panning here, showing there, perfect. So what we're doing today is we are inviting Angela Blair of Bead Gurus. Oh, first I digress. I'm so excited. I'm not even remembering my intro. Everybody, hello, welcome to BEAD Talk with Treasure to Remember. We are here Saturdays. We are having BEAD Talks with your favorite designers, creators, artisans, and I do also have a few suppliers that I share. I'm happy to promote my suppliers. They are a few fellow sellers, I should say, not my personal suppliers, but my fellow suppliers who also sell supplies. There are some wonderful folks out there, and if I am, like say I have been, perhaps purchasing from them. Oh, like and share. And pretty soon this goes to YouTube right after this broadcast. So if you were watching from YouTube, thank you very much. We hope that you will join the channel and binge all of BEAD Talks. The link is probably in the description if we're at Facebook. Either way, thanks for joining us. So what I was saying about my my fellow suppliers, when I learn about their ethic and their integrity, I know that I'm not the only one out here. Who would be I'm not under that delusion, and I want to promote those that you can depend on too. So that's why I love promoting suppliers. Next week, we're going to have the wonderful Melissa, and I hope I don't mess your name up, Melissa Leistikow, and I hope that's right. And if it's not, you message me and send me like a little blurb in the message, the little voice clip, so I can make sure I get it right next week. Thank you, darling. So we are still waiting for Angela Blair. This BEAD Talk is a little different. Like I said, we normally have these at Treasure to Remember, but today is a special promotion of our BEAD Talk. Of course, BEAD Talk. I want you to come watch us. But we are promoting our bead retreat here in Monument Valley. So as soon as you get here, Angela, oh, she's here. We're going to invite Angela on. Yay. And we're going to get to the nitty gritty for you guys. We're so glad you could be here. Please like and share or like and subscribe. You there? She's here.
Here.
You're not the Angela. Listen to me. You would be freaking out. I am not kidding you. I'll get Martin here to tell you. I just had on a blue tank with red trim. and a white bow, I swear. And listen to this. I took it off because it had like little dust kitties or whatever, you know, when it pulls. And I was like, oh, forget this. And as soon as I sat down, I regretted it because I thought about, I don't know why, but here now, you guys, this happens to me and Angela. I don't know how.
Yeah, it's odd. Kelly and I talk, I don't know, a couple times a week, 3 times. Well, we talk a lot because of Inspiration Bead Retreat lately. And it is not unusual that we'll look at each other and say, well, wait a minute, I've got something similar on. How's that? You know, like kids, girls in junior high, where they're, what are you wearing tomorrow? Let's wear our pink polka dots, okay?
And you know what's so funny is that it really isn't like that. It is just natural. We come on, and there we are to start. So, Angela, welcome, Angela Blair of Bead Gurus. We're just so grateful that you're here with us today, and we're not going to take very long. I know I just wanted to use this opportunity. The person who we had on Bead Talk scheduled wasn't able to make it, but don't you all worry, they rescheduled and we're going to have them back here. But Angela and I both have created a bead retreat together here in Monument Valley. We are just, we're so proud of it and so excited and so enthused. And I just wanted to bring Angela on so we can share a little bit in person. And thankfully she was available.
Yeah, like, okay, this is Kelly. When she's first getting to know me, she said, I just figured you have this really, like, I have a social calendar. I have a secretary to keep track of all my social events because I'm so very, very, very
so together. You guys don't even know. She's so together that I'm like, of course.
I'm like, no, it's just me, 3 cats, a dog, and a husband. That's pretty much it. And what was it, last Monday, Memorial Day? She said, well, I thought about calling you, but I figured you'd be on the front porch with a bunch of friends entertaining. I'm like,
my fantasy, right?
You still don't know me, do you? Now, my husband, on the other hand, is the party animal, and I'm the person where there's more than, if it's close friends, I'm okay. But if it gets like 7, 8, 9, 10 people, and I don't know some of them very well, on the outside, I fake it. And how are you doing? So what's been going on? But on the inside, it's like Munch's the scream. There's people. How soon can I leave the dining room?
That's what people, hello, the great review. Listen, that's what, let me tell you something. That is exactly what it's like. I come out here to the desert. I needed to be out here and be alone. And then it turns out, and I wasn't aware at the time, you know, I mean, I knew they had a bed and breakfast, but I wasn't comprehending the extent of bed and breakfast.
The people?
Yeah. But the beautiful thing is that I always wanted to travel and wasn't able to do so for whatever reason. But when we came here, literally the world comes to our table here, and it's so beautiful, and I have the most amazing vicarious experiences from all around the world, and it's just it's fabulous. The people it's just been beautiful experience. I know this is really strange to a lot of folks. That's why I'm trying to get used to, I'm used to promoting Treasure to Remember, but not like Fire Tree itself. This is probably going to totally blow your minds, but we don't advertise here at Fire Tree. And that, I think, was part of us being able to keep it, I guess, you know, in its remote condition as possible. So people who come here, they're really searching, and they've done their due diligence, and they know what they're coming to. I mean, there's a couple that get surprised that, you know, but that's always somebody who's planning a special something for them. And people are really, they have had such beautiful stories about this place and about sharing about things that occurred to them. And some people still keep in touch with us. And this is what we want to bring to you. We want you to be able to come and also be inspired. I don't want to forget what we were talking about. Can we address this elephant in the room?
Which elephant?
Please?
Oh, no, I'm ignoring the elephant. I'm ignoring the elephant. By the way, Nina. Hi, Nina Kittleson.
It's Nina here. I can't see. If you see folks on there, could you just say hello? Because I'm not as close as you are, and I don't even see this. I see two squares and I see shadows, but we're cool.
Kelly got in a time machine in the last couple of days and rolled back about, I don't know, 15 or 20 years.
Listen, you live out here in the middle of nowhere. You've got to depend on your own, and my own isn't very, so this is what we get.
Oh, it's immeasurably better than 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago, she called me and I said,
immeasurably better, Angela.
She did not only, oh, Nina, I'm glad you used George's mugs. That makes me happy. And speaking of mugs, some of you don't know, my husband is a studio pop. Yeah.
I don't have I only got, you know what? I should have had it. I only brought out just a little sneak preview, but we have George's mugs here.
And people who attend, George has been making pottery. People ask him, well, how did you learn to do this? And how long has it taken to get to where you are? And he says, half a century. He's been making pottery for
a professional potter, and amazing. He
taught at university level.
Go on, keep talking.
He's really talented. So anyway, the people who attend the Inspiration Bead Retreat are all going to get one of my husband's mugs. And not only that, I didn't even have to twist his arm to get him to do this. I said, Kelly and I were talking, and I just wondered if you'd consider making some pottery beads.
This is my prized vase, from George. Look at this thing. What? It is so amazing. And the process, I know that you're just like looking at the outside, but it is the process in which this went through to get to this point, and it is utterly fantastic. As you can tell, I am thoroughly connected to this piece. I love it.
I took you on a virtual tour of my dining room, and you saw that vase and started screaming. And there we go.
I was like, mine. So that's just an example. Yeah. The mugs are so beautiful. Go on, Angela. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
George is not making beads to sell to the general public. Under my close supervision, because I have to watch them, because I said they can't be too heavy because they're going to be used in jewelry. But the people who attend the bead retreat, as part of one of the design packs, you'll receive some of George's handcrafted beads.
I don't have any George's beads. Yeah. Did you hear this? You handmade beads by George Blair.
Why don't you show the swag bag?
I will. Why don't I do that? So, when you arrive here at Fire Tree, which is going to be the home of Inspiration Bead Retreats here in Monument Valley, Utah, we have a swag bag that we are treating you with. Now, what you're seeing here is only some of the items. There's a post somewhere that lists them all off. You're welcome to go see the photo. You can see everything close up. But I just got a few out of storage so I could share with us today. So everybody's going to look at this tote. Look at this huge, beautiful tote. This is a canvas tote. It is huge. And in it, the beautiful items you're going to have is we have And I'm not kidding. I was just like, no way. Fire tree and t-shirt. Woo! Everybody's going to get a t-shirt. We have the t-shirts. We're having an inspiration bead retreat. I said, yes, that's exactly what we're going to do with them. We're going to give them out. And then because it's October, so this initial bead retreat, because it's October, they have historically, been kind of mild in the beginning and the end. You may or may not have snow. I was able to get us all our own scarf. It is like, it is so soft and so yummy, and I couldn't help it. I was just like, you know what? What if somebody comes and they're just a little bit chilly? They would love to have this.
Kelly,
And
let me interrupt you for just a minute. In October, what she's referring to is by the end of October, there can be occasional snowstorms. When you were there, the average temperature during the day is going to be the low 70s, and nighttime will be upper 40s to 50s, and the weather is extraordinary that time of year. And if you love to see stars, it's amazing that time of the year.
I want to do a retreat where in October, we take everybody on a tour of the Colorado mountains, where it's only like 2 hours away from here. And it's stunning, the leaves changing.
Yeah. So, all right, back to the swag bag. I just wanted to make sure nobody thought they were going to come and we'd have a blizzard. That won't be happening.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's not typical. I'm just saying that that's something that could happen. Just the chilliness of it. So we also were able to get so for your projects that you will be having here at the bead retreat itself, we're giving everybody these little organizers just to put what you're using and what you're working with at the time, or you can put all your beads in if you want. So everybody's going to get a bead organizer. And then we are also including, these are all genuine Navajo made pottery.
Lift it up. Yep, there you go.
So in your bag, you will have either the wedding basket or the bear. And we are just so excited. There's when I say local, I mean within 200 mile radius. There's a local pottery place that, about 100 miles or so away, that makes these bisques for other people to decorate. Well, not happening here, but I did get them because I love them, and sometimes I'll add them with my bead lots, or we'll raffle them. But you're gonna get one in your swag bag. And I got these cool little makeup bags, or for me, if you knew it was me, if it was me, you would be having bead strands in this baby. So everybody's going to get this. I don't know, maybe we will put the bead strands in there. So that's just a few things you're going to get. There is so much more. Like I said, we have a post at the group. We have a post at, I think, everywhere that we promoted it. We take it away, Angela. There's a swag bag.
One of the things that you're going to receive, because we talked about if you're traveling, and some of you are flying in, if you were packing all of your tools, it would be a giant pain. So now this is my tool roll. You'll get the tools you need for the projects, brand new tools, and they will be in a tool roll. It won't be this fabric, but it'll be this concept that you'll have at your workplace, and you will have a bead mat. You will have the individual little bead trays, right?
Yeah.
So, and
we're having bead trays, right?
Yes.
Like these, we're going to have these available.
Yeah, and they're just part of the fee. One of the things, when you talked about the elephant in the room, I wasn't thinking about what you were thinking about. What I was thinking about is the price of the retreat. Because wait, now
that's a kitty cat. That's not an elephant.
Yeah, well, I've had quite a few private messages asking me, why is it so expensive? Kelly and I researched other bead retreats, and I'm not talking about we actually went through. I think I did 4 different bead retreats, and what I discovered with and I can be wrong, but the 4 bead retreats I saw. Number 1, you pay for the bead retreat. Number 2, you pay for each class you take. And depending on who the artist is teaching the class, that has a lot to do with the price of the class. And then you have to buy the kit from the person who's teaching the class. And for 1 hour and a half class, which was like $50, the least expensive kit I saw for earrings was $47. And I saw kits that went up to darn close to $200. Then, okay, so you pay for
that's before you even start the workshop, class, whatever.
You pay for the class, you buy each kit, then you have to pay for your room, and then you have to buy all your meals, and you have to buy your transportation to and from the airport, or pay for your parking, paying for your gas mileage. I did the math, and the least expensive retreat I came up with, I think I had like $2,900. And the thing that most of all the retreats that I checked out, what they do is rather than giving you one price like we've done, we've said it's $2,500. It is inclusive. It's everything except if we go to Navajo Market and you want to buy some food at Navajo Market.
Or you find an artist you love, you want to get something.
Something that's your expense, but we have included everything: your kits, your tools, your transportation from the airport.
Clothes, you got t-shirts. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. And I priced out one retreat. Now, granted, ours is 4 nights and 3 days. There was a 4-day one that was over $4,000. Over $4,000. I mean, I stopped counting at $4,000. And these are all bead retreats that are sold out. So what they do, I just thought it was a little sneaky that what you're doing is you pay for this thing, and it doesn't seem like it's all that big of a deal, right? And then you pay for this thing, and that's not all that big of a deal. And then you pay for this and this and this.
And Angela, and listen to us, folks. Here's the thing: is Angela and I understand that there's all different models, all different ways of being able to present something. Okay, we're trying to say, oh, that those are doing something wrong. It's just the way that they do it, and so we're letting you know this is how we're going to do it. It's all inclusive, and that's why maybe when you see it up front, it looks like it would be more than. I mean, I've been seeing retreats typically averaging like about $700 or $800, and that is just in the classroom door. Everything out is on you, including buying the stock for your the inventory for each of the projects. But so look at it that way, and I don't think it's expensive. If you go out there and you research bead retreats, they come in all different ranges. They're from, a few dollars to, what was the, I think the bead cruise. Oh yes, honeys, there's a bead cruise. And I think that was like, what?
It's sold out.
It's sold out, and I think the packages started at $55.
Yeah.
And that didn't include airfare.
Okay. So, all right, Pam Cosman. Hi, Pam. Pam says she loves your hair.
Oh,
so
Pam, I'm just gonna, after a few days when the color relaxes and the curls relax, it's gonna be a much better. In fact, thankfully, this isn't a permanent curl. I just put it up last night, but I used this new spray to set it, and man, did it suck.
Hey, Debbie Marcus joined us. Hi, Debbie. We're sorry you're not feeling well, sweetie. Trust me, I get it.
Speaking of, and I don't want to keep you too long.
Well, I'm okay. If
All
I
right.
start to faint,
But
I'm not like the resident fainting goat right now. Some of my heart issues have been aggravated by the allergic reactions I had to 2 different antibiotics and blah 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 blah. And you get older, you got health issues. Anyway, Kelly and I have both been working really. We're working hard, really. And I want to show you just a sneak peek. I have been busy sourcing. We all have our secret sources where we find vintage things or semi-precious beads that we buy wholesale. And I have been working, collecting items that will be used in the workshops I'm going to lead. And I thought I would oh, Patricia, thank you. Yeah, we know. We're retired. I'm a retiree. Yeah.
So hello to everybody. I can't see the camera. I can't see any of messages. Angela's saying hello to everybody.
Aren't these wonderful carved wooden beads?
Oh my goodness.
This will be something that'll be in one of my workshops. Look at these.
Been 3 lots.
Look at these. These are all vintage shell and stone hishi. And again,
oh no.
These are all things I'm collecting for my work.
Hasn't showed me any of this.
No, I haven't. Look at this vintage stamped coin. It's a stamping.
She knows. I'll say, put it in my box.
Yeah, Kelly is like, I'll buy it. I'll buy it. I'm like, Kelly, let the people buy it, baby. Look at this cast dangle. Isn't it fabulous? Yeah. I love the chairs.
It is.
And these are handcrafted. George didn't make these. These are older clay birds. Yeah, I know. I know.
2 right here. I don't care.
Look at this. This is a vintage brass bead, solid brass. So this will get used in one of the workshops I'm going to lead.
Do you see the gorgeous quality items you're going to get to work with? Oh my goodness.
We are not pulling together the scrapings off the bottom of our bead bins. This is first class stuff. This is a casting, not a stamping. Castings are much heavier than a stamping, but this is a vintage, wonderful vintage brass stamping. And look at this vintage leaf. When I buy things like this, I'm never thinking about, oh, I'm going to make such and such.
No, take your hand away. It was better. Oh. There you go. Hold on, because you seen the behind it and it focused on it. At least that's what I think. I can't see very well, so do what you want.
This is a vintage brass stamping. So I purchase things like this, and when I'm buying, I would use this. Everything I'm buying, I would use in my own work. I'm not going to bring anything along that I wouldn't use in my work or wasn't the quality that I would want to use in my work. So when I buy, usually I'm buying because I fall in love with the item and then I design projects around it. So that's just a real quick sampling of a few of the things that I have been collecting.
And if I more together, I'd have examples here too, but I don't.
Debbie just said, I thought these were red pistachios. Well, they'd be really big pistachios. They're really nice. They're so lightweight. I just have this one wholesaler that I get really amazing things. I would say the prices are really amazing, but you get what you pay for. But anyway, that's
true. That is absolutely the truth.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. What are you doing there, Kelly girl?
Well, You know what? It occurred to me that my bead stash is right here next that I've been collecting for the bead retreat. And I had a few things here that I was going to use in the project. So I was like, hell, I might as well just show them too. Just a few things.
Yeah.
Well, what I wish I would have had out, but what I'll do is I'll take photos of them, is I got these fantastic, I don't know if they're terracotta clay. I don't think they're ceramic, but they are, I guess they're just different imagery of the different icons here that is used. And so we're going to be able to each have a beautiful focal and then build from that. As my workshops are going to be just a little bit different than Angela. Angela has been making jewelry for years and years and years. My area of expertise is not focus, so it's hard for me to get it's hard for me to pursue all of my interests and become an expert at them. But what I am an expert at, and I feel, and I, it's a self-proclaimed expert. It's all, whatever, is being able, just imagery, some imagery, being able to share. Like when Angela first saw all of my creations, and really what I was building was I was just building some, their starter necklaces, but they were more, they were to be inspiring, to inspire you to create it and to build upon it. And so I appreciate that when she first seen them, she says, "Oh, these are just like you. The colors, they're how they're telling their story." And so that's what I want to be able to convey and get across, because I know I haven't been making jewelry a long time, and I don't even want to pretend like that I could share with you the fine intricacies of all that goes into that. But what I can do, and what we are doing, and what's going to be doing here, is becoming inspired. I don't know, maybe you got a little writer's block, jewelry block. Here is the most amazing place, not to mention how stark it is from everywhere else. It allows you to really are taken back, and it is a beautiful, chill place, and the inspiration is phenomenal. The energy is amazing. And so to bring it on back home, this is what I'm going to build upon and present, is the inspiration part. And so what I've chosen this time around to honor the area and what we're going to present, because let me tell you, we are not just going to come here and, we're going to show you the Navajogan. You're going to come in here and do some projects. Oh, no. Oh, no. We have field trips. And I dare say field trip. What else do I call it? We have little excursions to so many beautiful places. So you can take and drink up the magnificent area that is Monument Valley, Utah, and the power and the beautiful journey here. It's just, I can't express it enough. I've been here 14 years. It has gone by so fast. It has been the most inspiring aspect of my life, and has allowed me to get to the place where I can now turn around, build this beautiful retreat with Angela. Actually, I will tell you, this has been my dream for about 10 years, and it was just a cog turning, and I couldn't figure out myself. Angela comes along, and this immediately was just like, boom, she's seen it so clear that it was the utter beautiful creation of both of us, and my dream, and her being able, because Angela, I don't think many of you know, she has been in the past, she's a teacher, and I want to say many degrees. I say that because I'm so proud of you, Angela. I know, trust me, she doesn't want me to mention it, but okay.
Modest, I'm modest. Humble. I try to be humble.
Yes. Oh Lord, it's so hard. Just kidding.
No.
But I wanted to share is that I'm so thankful thankful that the dream stayed a fire in my heart, because when Angela came, she was like, I'm telling you, it ignited and it became real, and I was able to fulfill something apart from gaining one of the most amazing women as a friend. And
Okay, I'm gonna start shrinking.
you guys will come see that energy. You'll love it. So anyway, here are some of the things that I'm going to be sharing. These are vintage.
Look at those. Wow.
Those gorgeous are probably antique. These beautiful chevron beads are going to be part of the deal. Now, I don't know if many of you have ever heard of ghost-berry beads. Ghost-berries are, well...
I'm scooting closer so I can get a better look. As well
okay,
as
hold on.
Getting all the sweat off of me.
I'll come up. So here is the gorgeous chevron beads. I'm sorry, I'm used to doing bead talk, but let me get right up here intimate with you all.
Look at them.
Aren't those lovely? Those are lovely. And I'm going to be, because my programs or my workshops are going to be icons of the desert and colors of the desert, or no, icons of the, I forget, you guys, I'm sorry.
Southwest.
South
Colors.
West.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, is that before I do a bead talk, and I know you guys probably are going to balk at this and say, no way. I get super nervous, and I was super nervous this time, and I made myself sick. I didn't mean to, so I'm a little bit medicated just so I could be here, because I really am, believe it or not, I am, what is it called? I don't know. But anyway, look at that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm the one that's been to the doctor numerous times in the past.
Poor Angela. You guys just don't even know. Poor Angela. And I'm just so grateful. And here you go. Okay, so here's the ghost berries I was telling you about. I was fortunate enough to get a bag of ghost berries. These are juniper berries, juniper seeds. They literally go and get the seeds when they're dry, and they rub the casing off, and they poke through and make seeds out of them. I was able to get a baggie of them. What I paid for now, let's see, that same bag, what I paid, let's see, that same bag is about $250. And when I bought it, it was $20. So you know I am not letting my ghost berries go, but I am to the bead retreat. You guys come out. We want you to come. It'll be great.
One of the things Kelly, first we were talking about having classes, and Kelly kept saying, I'm not doing a class, I can't do a class. And I thought about it, because what we didn't want to do, and this is what most bead retreats do, and those of you who are familiar with bead retreats, is very often they'll be famous people. And I've got nothing against some of those famous people, because I've been to some bead retreats and I learned a lot of tips and techniques from famous people. But you get a project that famous person designs, and they put kit together exactly that way, the same colors, the same beads, and they teach you how to make that exact thing. As Kelly and I discussed it more, and it really fits more into my way of teaching, is we decided we would not do classes per se, but workshops. What we do is we're going to provide a framework, and you don't have to have, I mean, your skill level. I mean, you do need to know how to open and close a jump ring. You should have just some basic skills, because we're not like absolute zero teachers. You've got to have a few basic, but really it's for most all skill levels. And what we're going to do is provide a framework for you to take you where you are and help you develop your own direction. So you'll get, for example, a design kit full of goodies like these for one of the workshops, and you determine how you're going to use it. And we're going to, the whole idea about inspiration, because we talked a lot about naming it, And we want it to be inspiring because, okay, first of all, we want you to be an inspired creator, whether you're making just for yourself, friends, and family, or to give away to random people. I think it's Lisa Petty who's always talking about paying it forward and gifting people. Or you could be somebody who's really working on developing your craft to the point that you want to go to juried art fairs, which you should talk to me if you want to go to juried art fairs. I can help or I can terrify you, one or the other, or maybe both. I don't know. But what Kelly and I want to do is provide a structure where you can really develop your own, I'm going to call it artistic voice. And along with that, expose you to the rich culture of the high desert Southwest. The landscape, if you've never been to this part of the country, the landscape is awe-inspiring. The color of the skies, if you were like a Midwesterner like me, when I get out in the Southwest, I feel like I can breathe again because it's so open and it's gorgeous. And the sense of the scent of the pinyon in the air, the cedar in the air, that time of year, like I said before, is really an extraordinary time of year. It's the weather is just perfect. So you don't have to worry about, somebody had messaged me and said, is it going to be really hot? It is not really hot. It's like perfect weather. But
that's right, Angela, because those are the dates when people are wanting me to give them a recommendation. I'm going to come. I'm said March and October, part of April, all year long.
Yeah. So we want the entire experience. Kelly mentioned briefly going on a tour. Part of what you're going to get for the $2,500 is a Navajo guided tour through Monument Valley. And do you have any? There are over $100 a person, aren't they? If you do those on your own,
they can start at, I think, 120 and go up to 600. My guests here, they get the 600 one. It's an all-day affair, but that's what the tours go for here at some of the tour guides.
Yeah, so that's included in the price because we want you to really experience what it's like in the Southwest. And this part of Monument Valley is on the Navajo Reservation. And if I'm correct, the only people who can lead these tours are Navajo tribe members.
Right.
If I remember.
Only ones that can get, I mean, they do their permits for the tribe, but I believe they're the only ones that can do it.
So you're going to meet Navajo artists and have the opportunity to talk to them. You're going to have, it's more than just a bead retreat. It really is a cultural.
It's an inspiration retreat.
It really is. But we hope you will join us. This will be not the last time you hear from us because you may have noticed we're kind of enthusiastic about this.
Yeah, when you catch us on a day that I've had medication after being so nervous, I didn't know if I could do it. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. So, and please, if you have any questions, I know Kelly has fielded some private messages. I have as well. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to direct message us on Facebook. And I want to remind you that if you don't have the money all in a lump sum, there you can make a payment plan. If you go to Firetree Inn, probably you or Martin can put a link on the end of this to the payment page. You can set up payments. The only thing we ask is that it be paid in full by September 19th, 17th or the 19th. One of the other days. I think it's the 17th. So that's a month before because by a month in advance, we have to have firm numbers. I'll be designing the menus, which either should terrify you or thrill you. When I was younger, I worked in a commercial kitchen, and my husband and I used to entertain large groups, so I'm used to designing menus for larger groups of people. That's where Kelly gets the idea that there were people over on our front porch on Memorial. I was entertaining.
So just so you all are aware, we just really want to just reiterate a little bit of or summarizing everything.
Yeah.
So the bead retreat is all inclusive. You're going to get not only the workshops, you're going to be getting trips to Monument Valley, to the Navajo Market. There's stops off at different Navajo artists like the rug weaver. My good friend is coming and she's going to share what has been passed down to her, making the baskets. She makes wedding baskets that are.
Just a minute. Sylvia Stungo just got on and she said, "We are adorable." Let me quit. You sent her.
Sylvia, it's a hot mess.
You sent her the check so that she keeps telling us we're cute. You're
Sylvia, look what I do with my hair. It'll relax in a day or two, and so will I. Waka waka.
Yeah. No, we've posted and we'll continue to post showing what we're doing and all the things that you're going to receive as attending the retreat. Too bad, Sylvia, you're not closer. Would that be a blast to have Sylvia do a workshop too?
Heck yes! Did you hear that, Sylvia?
She says, "You look great." What do you mean? I don't know. Hi, Melissa. It's nice to see you here. You can watch the rest of this on YouTube later if you want to. I guess Martin will upload it or you upload it.
Yeah, that's me for now.
Okay. Yeah. I don't do any of that magic.
We're going to try. We're going to do our best to do it.
Not 92 degrees Fahrenheit where you are right now.
Hey, is that Melissa?
Yeah, Melissa.
Melissa's going to be with us here next week on BEAD TALK. Don't miss it. It'll be a regular episode over at my group Treasure to Remember, which is in the post of this live.
And Sylvia, just so you know, I am a COVID expert now because I've had COVID 3 times now. I had it 2.5 years ago, and then I've had it twice this year. So if you need help getting over COVID, you should private message me because I have a few tips other than the fact that it just takes time.
Wow.
So,
hey.
But I'm still here. Sylvia's still here. You just get sick and then you get better.
That's right. Still here. We're still going. Still strong.
Yeah. Okay. I can't
so
think.
Good. I have a few announcements I'm going to do with the folks, but I'll let you go if you're good.
All right, darlings. It was good to see everyone. I hope that some of you will be able to join us. I know it's yes. Sylvia, that's her second time too. How exciting! We could have a club. You had COVID club.
COVID.
All right, darling. I love you, Kelly.
Thank you for coming on and doing it with us. We're going to do this again, maybe once a month. Who knows? We love you.
Okay, let's see if I can figure out how to get out of here now is the big trick. How do I get
And that's how she leaves. Okay, let me sit down. I have just a couple words. Not many. I won't keep you very long. First of all, thank you for sharing this time with us while we were able to present our Inspiration Bead Retreat. We hope that you all come and be inspired with us. Get inspired. Stay inspired. Big, huge, grateful amount of gratitude. It's a huge I'm just so grateful for Angela, you guys. She's a wonderful, wonderful lady. We have next week at BEAD Talk, like I was saying, we'll be at Treasure to Remember. And these get uploaded to YouTube. So if you're ever at YouTube, hey, come by, like, subscribe, share us out. It would be such a blessing to so many. I know it would. And you'll see all the other episodes there. Don't miss tomorrow. I'm going to have a live show right here, same time, same place, 5:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We are going to be sharing, I'm not sure, it's going to be a surprise. I've got a few surprises in store. If you like carvings, though, I'm going to have a few carvings. If you like pendants might be the main focus, and earring drops. I think we're going to go that way. If I can find my vintage metals, we'll go there. We're undergoing a whole change. Hold on. I'm going to grab you really quick. We are, and I know I've shared this before, but we are in the middle of reorganizing the place. Oh, you can't see? Silly me. There we go. We're reorganizing. If you remember, that big table used to be here up at the front. There's some of that beautiful Southwest that you'll get to see when you come out here. Martin's plants. So we're going to be moving this because we are starting our live shows on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And so the girls who were there at the live last night are going to be doing that. And we are completely changing BEAD Talk around. And then we have a new place. Martin put up this pegboard for us. It's getting good, guys. Come out and visit. Come see us. This is where we're going to have the bead retreat. This will all be cleaned up. We're so grateful you guys could join us today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Thank you.